Hey, what's up, Barry?
I want this car. So stupid. That's how he said it, though, you know?
Yep.
What's going on, guys? My name is Barry.
This is Colby.
And this is Who Watches This. What's going on, guys? Welcome to the third month of Creature Feature from another planet or dimension. I wanted something to rhyme.
Right, it was from another Demeter.
Oh man! And today's movie is was fun.
Yes.
Have you? Well, before we get into,
I had not seen this.
you had not seen
which
this?
surprises me because I like people in this. And
There's a lot of
how did I miss
cameos that I was like, that's oh my god.
This? Yep.
Well, I only caught two. Maybe you caught more than me because some of them had like a little bit of older actors that I might have not seen. But I was super surprised by this movie, and it's also I thought when I picked this movie, I thought it was like, oh, is this like a Full Moon movie? No, it is. It is by the house that Freddie built studios.
Yep.
New Line Cinema. What happened to them? I used to love their,
Right.
the New Line when it came on with the.
That's always so funny that like you get like a studio that seems like it's so big and popular, and they just kind of, I guess, maybe they get bought out,
Probably.
and then they just or take it over or whatever, and that's probably the reason.
Yeah, maybe they got absorbed or something. Like there hasn't been a new Freddy movie since 2011. It's when I had a chance with this hot chick from college. I didn't know because she was a hot chick. I thought we were just friends. it's so funny. Just like women are always like, you guys missed the signs. But then it's also like men and women can't be friends. I was like, no, I thought you were too out of my league. Actually, I like the new Freddy movie as much as like hardcore like fans hate it.
I don't hate it either.
Yeah, I thought it got an unfair shake.
Yeah.
But that's where we are, and so this movie had a pretty huge budget, I believe, as well. But let's get into the what's it called the rickety rhymes. I don't know. So out of it today.
We're recording a half an hour early, and so the sun is up, and like it's just
Vegas,
it makes it weird.
All right. He body hopping, ain't never stopping till Lloyd gets on the scene. Bodies dropping with Rari's roaring. He fancy all things that's foreign. Sergeant Tom Beck radar pinging, cause things aren't adding. Oh, that didn't rhyme. In my head it did. Oh, sorry. Cause things aren't adding up. But the wheels keep spinning. So let's see what's rolling in 1987's The Hidden. This was hard. I was thinking about this all last night too. It's like, how am I gonna do this? But we are talking about the 1987's New Line Cinema movie, The Hidden, starring Kyle MacLachlan. Is that how you say his name?
Yep.
Oh, it's Scottish or Irish, so it was kind of hard for me.
For any new people watching new stuff, he's the dad from Fallout, the new Fallout series.
That's true. So I didn't know is Michael Nori somebody that you recognized?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He was big in the 80s.
Oh, all right.
Like he was a bad guy against Steven Seagal, like that kind of era of stuff. Definitely like L.A. Cop, like
Dirty Cop.
Yeah.
We also have Richard Brooks, who is I've seen him in so many things, but Firefly is probably the one I remember him the most.
Yep.
It was funny. I was mixing him up with God, there's an actor from Supernatural that plays opposite of Bobby.
Okay.
Who's one of the older characters, and I thought that was him, but I was like, oh, it's not.
Okay.
They have like the same facial features, and Ed O'Ross, who I've seen in a lot of things too.
Oh, right. He's another one of those, like, he's in a ton of things, but you wouldn't know his name.
Yeah.
That kind of guy.
It's funny because like for like a little bit, like in his later years than like now, he kind of reminds me of like he kind of looks like the older brother of Cheech.
Okay.
Right? Because like look at him, they kind of look.
I could totally see that.
And the ones that I recognize as far as like the cameos is Lin Shaye, who is now like this horror icon.
Yep.
And Sir Danny Trejo.
He gets one line, about 5 seconds,
and then he gets shot.
Yep. The girl who was the stripper. She was like the captain from the show Babylon 5.
Oh, yes, she looked super familiar too, but I was just she was also in freaking Criminal Minds. I was like, where is she from? But I was just so like enamored by being able to see her nipples. and she was very skimpy. And I was like, oh man, when movies used to make movies.
Yes.
But yeah, today we're talking about the sci-fi body snatching thriller movie, The Hidden. Where and oh god, this guy Kyle MacLachlan was busy in the 80s and the 90s.
Oh right. Yeah.
He was also in Twin Peaks, right?
Oh yeah, he was the detective from Twin Peaks.
That was like his big
Dune. He was the main guy from Dune.
So funny thing about Dune, right? My best friend is like a huge Dune fan. He's been trying to get me to watch 1 and 2 lately, but he's like, you like shitty movies, so just watch the 1984 Dude.
Let me tell you.
But he's a book fan though.
Okay. So I have you brought it up. I used to love the old Dune movie. Sci-Fi Channel redid Dune into a couple parts, like a mini series or something, and it just didn't hit because it had such a low budget. I mean, like, it was good for Sci-Fi Channel, like original, but it didn't compare. But it was supposed to be like, because 1984 had a huge budget.
Oh yeah, they had to for that book.
And then the new ones came out, and the first movie is all lore. There's like,
he loves it.
Oh my! I was like, they're not going to make a second one. This movie is so boring. Oh my goodness! Like
were you confused by the rave reviews?
I am not a person to turn a movie off once I like commit to it. But I had to watch it in like 3 parts because like it just like I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm gonna fall asleep watching.
So this just in, if you haven't been a fan of this like show, Colby rarely has a stream it for the reviews, and for possibly one of the highest rated movies. He's like, just stream that. You don't have to buy the Blu-ray.
It literally, like, the first one was so boring that I'm scared to watch the second one. And everything should like really be kicking off now because there's not any more story to tell. It can only be action because they just.
But for obviously for the fans of the book, they have like rave reviews for that.
Right.
But then my best friend might be right. The 1984 one might be for me.
Right, because you get a lot of story in the 1984 one, but it's one movie. So they take that 2.5 hour first Dune movie and they cram it into a half an hour.
That is so. That is a full moon runtime.
And then once the half hour's over, then you're into like the action part of the movie, and then it's good all the way through.
You're like, oh, I didn't miss a thing.
Right. You're just it's it's a superhero movie where you're just getting the the backstory on the how the person got their powers. And
It's Pathfinder for you D&D folks out there.
Yeah.
But let's talk about his role in this movie. So this movie starts off very Michael Douglas Postal. Is that what that movie was called? Where Michael Douglas was just blasting people? I forgot what it was called. But it was something.
Falling Down?
Maybe.
I think
But this movie starts off with what's it called? Surveillance like footage. Oh yeah, it is called Falling Down.
I saw that one in the theater.
Yeah. Because you're like, he's doing everything everybody ever wanted to do.
Yeah.
He's cracking. He's gone postal.
Yeah.
But no, it starts off with CCTV footage of a bank, and then all of a sudden a man comes onto the screen draped in a what's it called, those flasher jackets, a trench coat. And you're like, why is he stopping? All of a sudden this dude starts blasting.
Yeah.
And he grabs some bags of money and he hops in his black Ferrari, and you're like, if you're outside, you're like, why does this guy have to steal? He has a black Ferrari. But all the people outside are narcs, because when the police come, they're like, black Ferrari.
I was like, damn, the police got to that bank quick.
It's a nice neighborhood, you know? So it's the business district. There's a cop in every corner.
Yeah.
And so they start with this huge chase. I mean, this chase is crazy because he's killing people left and right.
Right. Yeah. No. This is
Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah. Definitely, it's Fast and Furious.
Did he like drove over like a guy in a wheelchair?
Yep.
Two guys working.
Of course, the two guys carrying a piece of glass.
Is it like almost a joke?
It's
like,
yeah. It was like every action movie had
There's
the
always
two
glass.
guys carrying a piece of. I never in my life seen two guys carrying a piece of glass in real life, but every movie has it in there.
I remember they even had one on the foot chase scene in Ong Bak. But he didn't. He didn't crash into them, but the people chasing him did crash into it.
Right.
And so all these people are getting murdered by this black Ferrari, and this guy's playing like, I don't know, AC/DC or something. He's like rocking out.
I'm surprised I didn't know the song, like, because when he put it in, I was waiting for it to be like an 80 rock ballad, and it wasn't something I was familiar with. So,
well, you know, they blew their budget on the Ferraris.
They're like, we can afford a Ferrari, but we can't afford the rights to the song that we're gonna play in it.
They had two Ferraris. I think they only blew up one. The other one didn't get blown up. Yeah. So
the other one was just a rental.
And so the police chasing him and all that stuff until they finally come to a blockade.
Yep. Cops
are like, we gotta stop him now. And for some reason, Sergeant Tom Beck is like, give me that shotgun. I'm a crack shot at the shotgun. I'm like, dude, you're just spraying and praying, you know?
Right.
But it's a whole line of cops spraying and praying, so
yeah.
It's gonna hit. And they destroy this beautiful black Ferrari.
Well, yeah, they shoot him up inside the Ferrari, and then the Ferrari just crashes like head first through 7 or 8 police cars.
That had to be like a frame, and underneath it was like a go-kart. There's no way that in this movie they're blowing up. They're like, this is gonna be big like They Live. Which I believe still holds the record for longest on-screen fight. And so now they're doing a backstory on this guy. They're like, why did he do this? Right? And so like, I believe this was during the chase actually, where Sergeant Beck was like, oh yeah, is this your neighbor? He's like, oh yeah, super cool guy, pretty quiet, but friendly, like he'll wave back and all that stuff. And
right, yeah, like an accountant, but I haven't seen him in a week.
Yeah, so I guess he's on vacay. You know, I wish I could take one of those. But no, and then so they go back to the police station. They're doing all this paperwork because so many people died.
Right. And he ends up not dying. Like, the Ferrari crashes, blows up, and then he kind of like, oh no, he gets out of it, and then it blows up behind him, but lights him on fire, and he falls to the ground.
Yeah.
And then he's a crispy kebab in the hospital, but
well, I mean,
because
the Rari's engine's in the back.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's what I always like. I was like, oh, okay, I didn't know that. That's cool. And so all of a sudden, Agent Lloyd from the Seattle FBI office comes.
Yeah.
Talks to the captain. He's like, hey, I'm here about, I don't know the guy's name, Gervais.
Yeah.
Ricky Gervais. And he's like, hey, you got to talk to Tom Beck if you want the information on him. And he's like, well, I'm looking for him and blah, blah, blah. And so he goes to Tom Beck and he's like, I'm looking for this guy. He's like, well, sorry that you wasted a trip down here because he's in the hospital.
Right.
And you're like, oh, man. But then we get a cut to the hospital. And Ricky's like, oh, he gets up.
Right. Yeah. Out of the coma. Wakes up. He looks, yeah.
Yeah, he's right next to...
He looks like Freddy Krueger.
But he's right next to him is Don John.
Who just had a triple bypass.
Oh, he looks deathly, though. I think when they said he had, like, he has gastritis and all that stuff, he has a multitude of problems.
Yeah.
And, Ricky's just like... All right, open your mouth. And you're like,
let me mount you.
And really awesome practical effects here, but this alien-like creature, he like comes out of him, goes into Don John's mouth,
right,
and it is uncomfortable even now.
Right, because it's not like like Slither or something where it's like, a little leech jumped from one mouth to the other. This is like a 2-foot long slug,
with like tentacles. It is uncomfortable how this thing leaves Ricky Gervais's body.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden now Don John is up, and Ricky Gervais's body's on the floor, probably dead. And they get a call from the hospital, and they're like, hey, Ricky died, but this other body, like, left. and so, like, they're like, I'll drive. Oh, what's it called? Oh, Lloyd, FBI agent Lloyd is like, I'll drive. And the Sarge, he goes up to this, like kind of like just regular Pontiac, whatever.
Right, yeah.
You know, and he's like... right here, buddy, in this a Porsche
911.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
And Sarge is like, wow, I guess the bureau's paying a lot, huh? He's like, you mind if I ask you how much this was? And he's like, no, I don't mind. But he doesn't answer.
Right.
He's like, all right, well, how much was it? He's like, I don't know. I stole it. And like, if you're the Sarge, you're just like, all right, man, just fucking fine. Don't tell me how much this car is.
Yeah, asshole.
But they, as they're on their way to the hospital, Don John, he's walking down the streets, and all of a sudden he goes to a record store.
Yep.
And this, I don't know, like an Italian-looking guy is like owns the record store. Or not Italian. He's like Vice City.
Yeah. Popping and locking.
Yeah, because Don John is pocketing all these cassette tapes.
Yeah.
And he's like, hey, buddy. Don John swirls around, beats the crap out of this guy.
Right, because the guy's got like a little bat or something. Yeah. He just tries to swing it, and it's just like, nope, I'm going to take that from you and just beat you with it.
Yeah, bludgeons his head, and he's dead on the floor. And he bumps this woman out of the way. And she's like, fuck you, asshole. Oh, he also steals a freaking boombox.
And a boombox, yeah.
And then you hear this loud yell and all that stuff. Because obviously the lady's like, oh my God, somebody got murdered. Yep. And then Sergeant gets a call. He's like, hey, there's been a murder at this record store. And your culprit is Don John. And he's like, what is going on? And FBI agent Lloyd is like, oh, they're partners. He's never... had anything bad. And he's like, yeah, the guy might have gastritis, but he also has a bad case of the Gusto Kilo. I don't know. No, he's also a murderer. We gotta catch him too.
Right. Yeah.
It's the new movie of the Joker. And so they go there, and they're like, "What is?" And they're like, "What is going on? Why are these people like murdering people?" And they're like, "Oh, it's crazy, but this guy's killed my partner."
Yep.
So I have to catch him because, like, it seems like FBI agent Lloyd is kind of really hard stuck on this.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
And we get the beginning of a little backstory because he's like, yeah, the first guy we just found out who he was like 6 weeks ago, and so we've been following him, and because he changes identities every time he goes to a new city.
Yeah.
And that's like the way to cover it up, like
To sort of, yeah,
to not be like, oh, he's a space slug that's changing bodies.
Yeah. Meanwhile, as they're kind of on his trail, Don John is listening to loud music at a diner.
Yeah,
which is rude.
Totally.
He's listening to like some pretty a lot of. Oh, the music has a lot of profanity in it. There's like a family diner. Everyone's kind of looking at him.
Yeah.
And he's ordered so much food.
Oh yeah,
just like half the menu.
Yeah.
But he's also like, his stomach is also acting.
It is talking to him a lot.
Right, and the waitress like, that's not my table. And all of a sudden, a Ferrari catches his eye.
Yep,
so
driving by outside.
Dines in ditch.
Yep. He jumps out and starts, for a big guy who just had triple bypass, he's out there in the street running, trying to catch it.
I guess, the alien body or like the creature is sort of kind of mitigating some of the damage on the body. But gastritis is, can't stop that. So those farts, man. But he runs all the way to this car dealership where it's like, I think luxury cars maybe. And this like Italian guy and like the car dealer, he's convinced him. He's like, yeah, trade in your Mercedes. All the pussy is gonna come for this Ferrari.
Right. Yeah.
And Don John is like, I want this car. And they're like, yo, get out of here, buddy. I'll get you.
Yeah, this one's already sold, but I'll talk to you when we're done signing the paperwork.
We'll get you a Toyota Corolla. That seems more your speed. He's like, I want this one. You're like, no. Right? And then so like he's like, hey, Arnold, take care of this guy. And it's like the security for the dealership, and Arnold like pushes him out, but then he comes back and he's ready, roaring for a fight.
Yeah, yep.
And Arnold's like, one broken nose coming up. I'm like, Jesus, it's not the 1960s. And Don John is like, he grabs him by the neck and shoots him in the stomach.
Yep. He does. He takes one punch in the face and
does.
just is like, no, just like quick, like, look away, back.
It was, 'tis but a scratch.
Yeah.
But the Italian guy in the dealership and the car dealer is like in his office. The guy's doing lines of coke because it's the 80s.
It was the greatest. Like he's good. It's like a like the foot long like Matchbox, but like the big size.
Yeah.
And he like pops the trunk of the little Ferrari Matchbox car, and it's full of coke, and he's like spooning it out. The trunk.
A-class service.
Yeah.
It was the 80s. No, Don John is like, I want the keys, because he puts Arnold's body in there, shot him, and like, oh my god, give him the goddamn keys. Like, I just signed the papers. Again, if I was the Italian guy, I'm like, give me those papers, let me rip it up, and then I'll give him the keys.
Right.
And so they give him the keys, and he's like, okay, bye.
Yeah, shoots him up.
And now Sergeant Tom Beck is like, what is going on? What is happening?
We're not in gang neighborhoods. There shouldn't be shootings in L.A.
Wow, what a time, right?
Yeah.
But first of all, when they're doing the examination of the scene, the black guy calls the Italian guy a slur. Yes. I was like, oh, it was the 80s. But Don John, or what's it called? Tom is like, what is going on? And like it's funny because like their whole relationship is like sort of like a blur to me versus like what Don John is doing in this movie, because it is wild. But like Tom and Lloyd, they do bond a little bit, but then Tom is kind of getting like fed up with this because he's like, no, this shouldn't be happening in my city.
Right. And Mr. FBI man, you know more than you're telling me, so like you got to start spilling the beans, or I'm gonna stop helping you.
Yeah, and I think that's when he divulges like, well, this guy killed my partner.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh.
He's like, why would he go and like in broad daylight steal a Ferrari? And he's like, well, because when he sees something he wants, he goes and he takes it.
Yeah, I was like, man, you don't want to mess with those kind of guys.
Yeah.
He takes what he wants, like Usher Raymond. Can't let your girlfriend go to his concerts. He's gonna feed your girl strawberries. But no, so Don John, he's going through the Italian guy's wallet, and he's like, oh, here's an address. Let me go to this address, and it's like a warehouse kind of,
right?
Yeah, but it has like a lot of like fancy stuff, like art stuff. But then he opens another door, and it's a freaking armory.
Right. Yes.
I was like,
right, and then they're looking that up, and they're like, oh yeah, no, he's a suspected arms dealer.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, that's how you can afford the Ferrari. I thought it was like the mob or something.
Right.
And so Don John,
it's true. You don't sell somebody who's an arms dealer who wants to buy a car. You don't sell it to somebody else.
Yeah. But as Don John is like driving through the city, he sees some guy pick up a woman, and he tries to do the same thing. They're like, "Get out of here, freak!" I feel like if he tried that today, it might work.
And he fumbles trying to pull a gun out because he's like, "I'm gonna shoot these bitches." But fortunately, they walk away quick enough that
I know. I was like, you can't reach for the gat right now. But no, and during this time, Don John is just like driving through the city. Meanwhile, Tom is like, he's calling his wife and is like, oh man, my wife, oh, you making dinner? I'll be home for dinner. I want to see my baby girl.
Right.
And he's like, Lloyd, what are you doing tonight?
Yep.
And he's like, nothing. He's like, all right, come over for dinner. It was funny because like one of the other guys is like, oh, I'm not doing nothing.
He's like, I'm not talking to you.
Yeah. It was like, geez, Tom. But they had a bonding moment. I believe Tom Beck's partner had also died too, so that's why he's out here lone wolfing it, and so he brings him home, and the dinner's kind of awkward just because of how like the whole time that they're together, it's almost like Tom is kind of teaching him how to be a human too.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, you're a fucking alien too, right? Yeah. You probably saw that from a mile away, right? But no, they're having like this nice, like, like Lloyd sees the daughter and she's like, oh, she's so special. And it was kind of weird. It almost kind of felt like pedo-ish until like, Lloyd is like, oh no, like this guy also killed my family.
Yeah.
And you're like, jeez, this guy's taking everything away from him.
Yeah, I had a wife and daughter as well, and this guy killed them.
Yeah. I was like, oh no. And so like they let him sleep over for the night.
Right. Yeah. But they have a few beers while like with dinner and after dinner, and his alien blood can't handle the alcohol.
Yeah. But what's it called? Don John is driving through the city, and he notices one of the business cards from the Italian guy's pocket.
Yeah.
And it's a cabaret thing. So he's at the strip club. He's like drinking beer, but he's also bleeding out.
Right, because there was a scene where like one of the little tentacles from
popped out. Oh yeah, during the warehouse.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the body was not holding up.
Right.
This body was already pretty much on its last legs.
Yeah, so he's looking for a switcheroo.
Yeah, but what did he use to tape that up? Some good old duct tape.
Yep.
Even aliens know. But no, and so there's a woman, beautiful woman on the stage.
Yep.
Dancing, and he's like, oh, okay. And after her show, she's like, Brenda is the name of the woman, and she's like, oh, no, please get out of here, Don John.
And at that point, I'm like, does he want that body or does he want that body?
Well, like, what's it called? While he's in the club, police do find the Ferrari there.
Yep.
And so they call it in, and like Tom wakes up Lloyd, and he's like, "Hey, we got a beat on Don John. Let's go. Here's some Alka-Seltzer and some water." And he's like, looking at both of it,
And then he puts the Alka-Seltzer like in his mouth.
Which I guess it could work. You could just drink it, right? But then you'll get...
I tried to put an airborne in my mouth without water one time. Alka-Seltzer tastes way worse than that.
Did you try to chew it like a Tums?
Oh yeah, this is so rough.
You're like farting, huh? You're just burping all the time. But they get to the club, and too bad they're a little too late because Brenda comes out.
Yep.
And she's obviously changed, but she has like this duffel bag of like weapons.
Right, it's closed. You don't know it's weapons,
right? But then she gets accosted by some street rats.
Right, they're like, "Oh yeah, hey, you Brenda, right?
Yeah, come on, baby.
I see you in the club. I see you over here looking at that Ferrari that's surrounded by cops. But if you like cars, I got a nice car in the back. A nice,
my Firebird.
Yes."
I mean, like, it's kind of like she came out of the club like a prostitute, like half her butt's out.
Oh yeah,
like the top half. And I was like,
it was an interesting cut of dress.
Yeah, it was like what they call it? I think they have a Japanese sweater like that called the Virgin Killer. And sorry, the name
appropriate.
But no, and so like they get into the club and they're like, "Damn it, I'm sorry, Lloyd. Looks like Don John is dead." And like a police comes by, gives him an aspirin because Tom is like, he might need this.
Right. Yep.
Because now the trail is dead. It's cold. It's gone.
Yeah.
And they're like, and Lloyd is kind of acting like it's not over.
Yeah.
Outside.
Yeah, because Beck's like, "Hey, now your body's dead. I guess you can go home."
Right. Case closed. And he's like, "It's not." Unfortunately, Brenda is sort of, maybe they're doing it in his Firebird. Not really, though.
Yeah, you couldn't really tell if they were doing it or if she was just beating the hell out of him.
Like, or maybe they're starting it out or something. I don't know.
Whatever,
but she ends up killing him.
Yeah.
Bang, bang. And so now they're like, now Tom is like, what is going? Now the stripper is a part of this whole thing. And Lloyd is trying to keep this going on.
Right. Yep.
But Tom is like, no. All right, I'm a goddamn sergeant. I know there's something up. Now there's definitely something up. And so they chase after her, but then she gives them a slip. Right?
No, isn't that when they go up the building?
Oh yeah, no, yeah, they do chase her, yeah. So they chase her into like this warehouse, right? And what's it called? She crashes into the warehouse, and now they're in the warehouse trying to go after her, and they have a shootout. Yeah. And Tom does not miss. He is no stormtrooper.
And Beck doesn't miss. He's like, I.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Tom Beck, Sergeant. Yes. Yeah, he doesn't.
Yeah, he's like, I gotta hit a couple good shots in there, so she's gonna be bleeding out.
Yeah, but he was also like, as he's shooting her, he's like, this is like the fucking Terminator.
Right, yeah, because it's no flinching.
Yeah, and they get up even to the roof, and now there's absolutely zero doubt in Tom's mind that there's something otherworldly happening, right?
Yeah.
Because, like, well, first, Lloyd does help Tom from the side of the building.
Right, because he kind of gets pushed off.
Yeah, and he doesn't want another partner to die. Yeah. But they get into this final bout, and Brenda's like, he pulls out his cricket, his alien gun. Yeah. And Brenda's like, you think I'm going to get out of this body so you can kill me? No way. And does she dive off the building?
Leaps through the neon sign off the top of the building.
And now Tom, they pump like 15 shots into this girl. Yeah. And now there's like, all right, aliens. This has to be something like possession. invasion of the body snatchers.
Yeah, definitely.
And now Tom is like, they get downstairs, but before they can get downstairs, Brenda's body gets discovered by the chief's dog.
Yup.
And switches into the chief's dog. And then when they get down there, she's dead.
Yeah.
And Tom is like, you're not telling me something. So Ed O'Rourke or whatever.
Right, because he's like, now our purpose definitely dead. Yeah. And he's like, nope, it's not over.
So Ed is like, he tells one of his not employees, but one of the people in the squad, they're like, no, arrest him.
Yeah.
He's not telling me everything, so arrest him.
Yep.
And
throw him in a jail.
Yeah.
Hold him for 48 hours. If he wants to get out to stop this person, he's going to give us some information.
You gotta talk. And Ed is like, I hope you know what you're doing, arresting a Fed. But this is where, like, what's it called? The guy who he's been pushing all the paperwork on. He's like, hey, listen, your guy Lloyd, that's not him. He's not an FBI agent.
Right.
Like, he's the FBI agent's friend, who apparently they had died in a hunting accident.
Yeah.
And he disappeared. And so, what's going on? And now he's like, oh, have you been lying the whole time? Are your partner is your family really dead?
Right, yeah.
But meanwhile, the chief's dog, kills the chief. It's like Cujo. Something out of Cujo.
Whoever's dog that was, that dog had such good mannerisms that, like, Don John did. Like, the same little mouth licks, and, like, that kind of blank stare. Like, the dog did the exact same things. It was like, I was impressed by the dog.
Very, very good animal handling.
If this was nowadays, I would definitely been like, oh, that dog was CGI.
Yeah, the dog kills the chief.
Yeah.
Right. Meanwhile, what's it called? Tom is talking to Lloyd, and he's like, "You're not telling me," and he tries to tell him. Lloyd is like, "All right, listen, aliens. We're aliens."
Yep.
And and he's like, oh, "Okay." Boy cried wolf.
Right. Yep.
Back in the cell until you're...
Put you back in jail, and we'll talk about this tomorrow.
And he hands off the alien gun to, like, the evidence guy. He's like, yeah, test this out. See what that's all about.
Right, yeah, because there's not even a hole in it, no trigger, no nothing. It's just a weird-shaped piece of metal, yeah.
Yeah, it looks like a Wii remote.
Right.
Or like what's it called? The
Oculus
Quest.
Or whatever,
the Oculus remote. Definitely looks like the Oculus remote. And so, like, they kind of, like, rest. Everything gets to the morning. A little side thing is that, like, what's it called? This happens in the morning when the chief is going in. The alien has been watching the TV this whole time, and he keeps seeing this senator for California talking about how I'm going to run for president one day or something like that, right?
Yeah.
And so in the morning they kind of meet their party. And one of the advisors is Lin Shaye.
Yep.
And they're like, hey, hopefully we'll see you later. Everyone's like, what are you doing here, Chief? You're supposed to be off.
He's a guy had work to do.
Yeah, I got work. And the work that he has to do is to kill Lloyd. Because he's the only alien there looking for him.
Right.
And
yeah, because he's like, hey, if I can switch bodies, I basically just... Pick the most powerful person I could find and move into that body, and then I could just run things. So as long as if nobody knows who I am and nobody's hunting me, then I could just rule this planet.
Yeah, he could basically just keep switching powerful bodies and just be like this. Pretty much Palpatine. This whole situation, right?
Exactly.
And so, but he has to get out. He has to get the one obstacle in his way.
Yeah.
Mr. McLaughlin. But as he's trying to go in there, the evidence guy, he's like playing with the gun, and he accidentally blows a hole in the wall. And he's like, he recognizes the sound, right? And so now the chief he gets the alien gun, and he's like armed up to the teeth, right? He has a couple grenades on him. He's like a freaking...
Oh, right, yeah, because he takes all the weapons that are in the evidence locker.
Yeah. and he starts blasting cops.
Yeah.
And cops are like, what? I was so mad because the first cop he killed, I believe he was like Hawaiian or Filipino. I was like, how dare you? Not the flying Hawaiian. That would have been crazy if it was Rocky. What's his last name? Monavia, The Rock's dad.
Oh, right.
But now Tom is like, what is going on? So he rushes to Lloyd.
Yeah.
And he's like, what's going on? He's like, oh, who is it? He's like, it's the chief. What's happened to him? The chief is not the chief anymore. Yeah. He is Cthulhu. And he's like, what do we do? He's like, he's already dead.
Yeah,
we
right.
Have to...
Once he's infected, he's gone.
Yeah, because I believe he was. I forgot if he was able. No, he wasn't able to. But like no, and so like he lets him out, but the chief is already. He's blasting his way through like Arnold Schwarzenegger in Terminator 1. He's just shooting everything.
Yep.
Freaking throwing out grenades and everything. Kills Danny Trejo, for God's sake.
Right, yeah. You're lucky Danny didn't have no machetes with him. Movie would have been over.
And they have like this whole like they have this gunfight in the prison cell. Lloyd gets shot in the calf.
Yep.
But then what's it called? The chief gets shot in the head. But then by the time that they're able to sort of like collect themselves, Chief's gone, and now he had switched bodies.
Yep.
And unfortunately, the body he had switched into was Tom Beck's subordinate, Ed. And they're like, "Where's Ed? Where did he? Who else was in here? It was Ed." And
he's like, Ed was in here, and he left to go get medical help. And then you're like,
"Oh no, where did he go?" And he's like, "Oh, I remember. There's like a senator hearing." And now, man, Tom is so heartbroken because now, well, Ed's already dead.
Yeah.
Right? The alien's already in his body, so he's already dead. So now he has to like, fuck, I gotta kill Ed. And so now, like, Ed is tearing through this city hall, and they're like, what is going on? They pumped this dude with bullets. He's killing other people.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he shoots Tom in the stomach because he runs out of bullets.
Oh, right. Yep.
And now he's like,
and that's
down.
right. That's the like where you think, I wonder if there's any of the personality of the person left in there, because he ran out of bullets, so he puts his hands up, and you know that's his old friend and subordinate, and he's like, nope, shoot you in the tummy, bam.
Yep. And then you know, Lloyd kind of kicks back, and he's holding Tom. He's like, you're gonna be all right. I can't lose another partner. You're gonna be fine. Don't worry, right? And then Ed gets to the closet where the senator was holed up in. Lin Shaye, she gets put into the closet. Yeah. So she is witness to this alien going into the governor or the senator.
Yep.
But they get escorted out while Lloyd is still trying to kill the senator or kill whoever he believed was in the body.
Right.
This alien doesn't make it hard for Lloyd because he looks back at Lloyd and he like smiles.
Right, but now he's in the governor's body, or senator's body, surrounded by
human meat shields.
Yeah, the Secret Service and stuff. So yeah, it's not like he can just go and shoot him right there.
And I'm pretty sure Lin Shaye is scared for her life,
yeah.
like, that she's not gonna squeal. And now they're at this press conference, and they're like, Senator, are you going to go for president? And Lin Shaye is like, oh, Senator's not going to be taking any questions right now. But Senator's like, I am going to be president. And I don't know. Okay, so like earlier in the movie, one of his other subordinates comes into the precinct, and he's like, look at this, man. It's a goddamn flamethrower on the street.
Right, yep. I took this from some gang members.
What are they going to do with this? And I don't know where Lloyd got it, but he comes running. At first, he gets stopped at security. And he's like, well, he's like, what's in the bag? He's like, I'm FBI. And you're like, what's in the bag? And they're like,
oh, you're right. That senator just got
an assassination attempt by a police.
Right, yes. We're checking everybody.
But he runs in there. He's like, no more people are going to die.
Yeah.
Runs in there, and he's getting shot up.
Right. Yeah, he takes a couple bullets.
Yeah, in the back and everything, but then he pulls out this flamethrower and he flamethrowers the hell out of the senator.
Yeah.
And they're like, cops are like surrounding him, and all the guns are pointed at him, until out of the senator's mouth
crawls the disgusting slug.
And you can't, like, you're like, at that point you're like, what?
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
What is happening right now? What is going on? Earlier Lloyd had said that his alien gun doesn't work on the human body.
Right.
Because Tom is like, well, why didn't you just shoot it then? I gave you the gun.
Yeah.
And he's like, it doesn't work on alien bodies.
I have to wait for the slug to come out and shoot it because the human biological makeup is unaffected by our gun.
Yeah, which is like a really cool like little like tidbit.
Yeah.
In this whole thing, right? And so yeah, it explodes. It explodes also the senator's fucking face. And the cops, I guess, just like, oh, he was an alien.
Yeah.
And so
we're not sure what to do with this, so we're just gonna take you to the hospital and then we'll figure it out later.
And so they're at the hospital. Tom is bad in a bad way.
Yeah.
I think the doctor had told his wife, hey, you gotta prepare for the worst.
Right. He's touch and go, and he's yeah.
And so Lloyd goes into Tom's little room, and he's like, "You're gonna be okay, Tom. You're gonna be fine. You're gonna make it." And he opens his mouth, and you're like, "Oh shit, is he a slug too?" But then instead of a slug, it was like a golden aura.
Yeah.
Goes into him, and then all of a sudden, his obviously a nurse comes in, and she's like, "Oh my God, Lloyd is on the floor." But then Tom wakes up.
Right.
And obviously the family's happy because the daughter was there. It's like, what happened to Daddy? Is he gonna be okay? and Tom wakes up, and obviously his wife. It's so funny that they just like totally sidestep Lloyd's body to the other side. They're like, let's be happy.
I've only met him once. I don't care if he's almost dead.
But is he dead or is he almost dead? I don't know.
I think he's dead.
Yeah, right?
Or maybe. I don't know.
Or maybe Tom, maybe he switched bodies.
Yeah, because you don't...
They don't tell you.
They don't tell you.
They don't tell you. Maybe he gave his life essence, and maybe that's what I was also thinking.
To save Tom?
To give Tom his life force?
Yeah, maybe he is a different species of alien than
right? We don't know. But like
Sluggy McGee?
Tom does wake up, and he holds his like daughter's hand. His daughter kind of feels off about it though.
Yeah.
For a little bit, but she's like, I think, she's a child, so maybe at some point of her is like, well, even if it's maybe not all my dad, it's still my dad.
Right.
And so they hold hands, and like, this guy's hand is huge. It's either that or this little girl's hands are so small.
Right. Yep.
And the movie ends right there without you ever knowing. It's like, is it Lloyd? Is it Tom? It's like almost Inception.
And we haven't seen the sequel, so we don't know if they...
Oh, is there a sequel?
There is.
Same actors?
No.
Oh.
But apparently the first 10 minutes of the sequel is all recap of from scenes from the first movie.
Okay.
To connect the two.
Okay, that's pretty cool then. I would like to divulge myself into that one then. But let's get into our other segment, High Star, Low Star.
So we got ourselves a 10 out of 10, 35 years later. Does anyone else feel like Men in Black got their inspiration for their franchise from The Hidden? This movie blew my mind. It's innovative, thrilling, and comes with an amazing 80s soundtrack. I've been on the hunt for obscure 80 movies that have been lost to the test of time, and I can happily say that this movie aged well despite being over 35 years old. This movie was made before I was born, but I am definitely adding it to my list of horror classics. Unfortunately, horror films today in 2023 are so AI generated that they've lost the realism and suspense horror movies had in the past. I definitely recommend this throwback. It's currently available to be streaming on Amazon Prime.
And then we got a 1 out of 10. Worst movie I've ever seen. I highly doubt that. I don't think this guy's ever seen House Shark.
Hey!
That will forever be like bottom tier right now. That's probably the worst bad movie I've ever seen.
So innovative. It's hidden genius. If it had more than a $10,000 budget,
I think it was just too long. It had to be shorter for me. But
possible.
Nothing redeeming about this film. Costume design. Almost every man wore a gray suit. I don't believe you've been in the 80s before. sound effects. Gunshots sound like firecrackers. Acting, they should have gone to acting class. A director, the writer and actor should sue him. Not worth the time to go on, but needs 6 more lines. Nothing redeeming about this film. Costume design. Oh, it's just repeating the same thing over and over again. Jeez, that's probably the worst review I've ever seen.
1 out of 10 for that review.
No, man, sometimes I try to like look at the some of the possible merits from the 1 out of 10s, right?
Right.
Sometimes they have a pretty good like constructive criticism for this movie, but no, I gotta say, no, this movie is rated 76% on Rotten Tomatoes, pretty high.
Yeah.
And 7 out of 10 from IMDb. I can't really see it being.
This is like quintessential buddy cop sci-fi action from
the 80s.
From the 80s, like yeah.
Yeah, like I mean, the
I could
budget's
definitely
pretty
see
high.
this. This is probably better than like I Come in Peace, which was the buddy cop alien movie where Dolph Lundgren has to fight an alien.
Dolph Lundgren, let's be serious, carried that movie.
He did.
The Russian.
Yeah, was that Alien Nation came out shortly after this, and that was the buddy cop.
Yeah. So you're saying that if you had seen this during that time, you're like, oh, top buddy cop movie, Alien.
It's up there.
It's up there, right?
Yeah.
Costume design. I mean, they're cops. Like they're supposed to be dressed in primary colors,
right?
Or just very dread colors.
And like I think they played really well off each other, and for being that stunted like emotion of being an alien stuck in a human body, like, and still learning the world.
Yeah.
Like I feel like he played that really well without being like stupid. I mean, it could have gone comedy.
Yeah, Coneheads.
Yeah.
Type of alien.
And then
Tom
was
solid cop.
Solid cop.
Yeah, very like Donald Glover, kind of just straight arrow, no nonsense, kind of no bullshit kind of cop.
Right.
And he wasn't stupid.
Right. No, it was all believable. You could see the frustration of him being like, "This is my city, and how is the murders happening in my town?" Like
he wasn't like letting things pass, like how other movies kind of like, well, that was strange.
Right.
No, he absolutely was not. He was very inquisitive. Like, yeah, he was like a really good partner to Lloyd, the alien FBI agent.
Yeah.
The runtime is fairly low. It's like an hour and 34 minutes. But if it goes by pretty fast.
It does. Yeah, it's pretty nonstop action. I mean,
it's nonstop action, but not like nonstop action. Like it flows really well.
Right. Yes. Yeah.
Right? Because this is like, no, I was gonna be, this was your heyday. No.
It was.
But like,
this
was
like, high schoolish.
Like middle school, high school. Like I swear the 80s was like rifled with buddy cop movies. 48 Hours, another 48 Hours. Lethal Weapon came out like what, 91, 92, maybe. I can't remember. Or is it 87?
That was late 80s also.
Yeah, I remember.
Because I was in high school when that came out.
Oh yeah, 1987. It came out during the same year. So, yeah, like, and it was nice that this was sort of like kind of differentiated itself with the whole body snatching thing.
Yeah.
Because that always adds like a little bit of like frustration for your characters.
Right.
You know?
Well, this would have kind of been maybe about the same time period as the other movie that we with Donald Sutherland, Puppet Masters.
Yeah, yeah.
That would have been another kind of body.
Oh, that was 93 or 94, I believe.
Okay, that was another body snatching movie, buddy cop thing.
Yeah,
but they were just hunting the aliens.
Yeah, but this one was like, it wasn't really a comedy, but it had comedic moments in it.
Right, enough to lighten it up and keep it.
And I do like the little like, oh, you can't just kill the body. You had to wait for this. Well, I guess I was like, my whole thing was like, all right, well, like, what if you just capture it and force it out, like, cut it out of it? I don't know, but like, you kind of like forgive that.
Yeah, but you still have to catch it basically because you can't be like, hey, you're infected and you still look like a human and you're talking to me. I'm going to cut you open and pull the thing out because just society wouldn't let you do that even if you know that this person isn't going to survive.
No, you just got to give it sugar water, you know? Sugar water. That's like also one of my favorite like alien snatching moments in like cinema, just because of like, because you're always like, how did this big thing just like perfectly meld its skin onto it? And that was like loose skin and everything. Yeah, and I also like that this like alien like foreign body didn't like just fix all these human bodies up. Like these aliens weren't super strong, you know. Right.
It was like it could control all the muscles, but like I said, the guy with the gastritis, he was still having trying to eat and. Yeah, still had the issues, you know.
Yes,
you can kind of it's kind of like it was driving humans around like a mech suit.
Oh, that's so terrifying. That's also one of my favorite things from like the Men in Black thing, where it was like human bodies were mech suits for small aliens. Yeah, and there's like you figure like, oh, is that what all the little tentacles were at the end?
Yep.
Oh man, yeah, and so I think it was great because this movie kind of made its own rules for the whole body snatching lore of it all. I mean, I was kind of like, oh man, I kind of wish we got like some actual backstory from Lloyd and this alien,
right?
But that might have stretched the budget out a little too much, and it would be kind of cheap. Like this movie is pretty cheesy, but it has like really great like what's it called, like Jesus, the effects,
cinematography.
No, like the actual effects, like the body horror portion, like the mouth,
the practical effects.
Yeah, practical. This movie had really great practical effects.
Yeah,
and I think it would have like made it super cheesy if you did a backstory, but it's just kind of like one of those like TV sequences of like in like this little shitty fucking alien thing.
And there was a lot of the filming that was screamed 80s, but there was also clever camera angles coming out from behind like bookcases and stuff like that. So well shot that way as well. I feel like it didn't look like somebody was filming it with like a camcorder on their shoulder.
Oh yeah, because that always can kind of take you out of it, and it's kind of the easy way sometimes that a lot of older movies might try to like a easy sort of like cheesing it. That's what I like to.
Yeah.
Did you have any trivia for this? Because I always feel like you have some trivia for these type of movies.
I should have tried harder. I knew that the guy the director did the Freddy Krueger movies.
Oh, okay. So that's really good.
And then like the Danny Trejo appearance in there. We kind of already to mention that. The original writer of the movie put his pen name on the movie because the director said, I'm gonna make some changes to this movie, and we're gonna film it as my movie.
Mm-hmm.
So the writer's name is on there, but it's like Bob Katz or something like that.
Oh, it's like a pen name?
But it's not the name of the actual writer.
Oh, it's funny that we're talking about Lethal Weapon because Tom Beck had turned down the role for Martin Riggs from Lethal Weapon, which cannot feel great.
It's so funny you say that because I was thinking, hey, this month's almost over, and then it's my turn to pick movies, and I was like, I had just heard this funny trivia thing, and I was like, what if we did a whole month of movies that Denzel Washington
turned
down? And I was like, oh, that's such a weird, like, hey, our category is Denzel Washington, and here's a bunch of movies he's not in. So, meh.
You could be like it could be like a almost Denzel month.
I thought about it because there was a little trivia thing, and the Last Dragon, the
with Jason Lee Scott,
Bruce Leroy.
Oh, okay, yeah,
and Shonuff.
Yeah.
Denzel Washington tried out for both Shonuff and Bruce Leroy and didn't get either part.
You know what? I can't see him doing show. I would be hilarious to see him do Shonuff. But like the actor who did Shonuff, I think was perfect for it because he was just so over the top.
Yeah.
And man, you know, he could have probably played Bruce Leroy really well. Because you could teach an actor how to do martial arts. But I believe they say this even on the documentary The Last Dragon.
Yep.
But it's hard to teach a martial artist how to.
Oh yes, yeah, they do that. It's much easier to teach an actor how to fight than a fighter how to act.
Because you know what? When I was watching The Hidden and like looking at Tom Beck, I was like, man, you know, he super reminds me of Riggs. And you gotta. How do you feel, right? Because I feel like, okay, Mel Gibson was already pretty big because of Max Fury. No, Mad Max. He was already like on this trajectory of because he did that and he did something else from the 80s before Lethal Weapon.
He did Gallipoli.
He did what?
It's a movie called Gallipoli. It was about the war. But yeah, no, he was already doing movies.
Yeah, like he was already being big. He was already on the trajectory to just really close it all out. He by that time.
Oh, he was in Attack Force Z. Oh, I love that. Oh my gosh, well, my friend had that on VHS, and we used to spend the night at his house. We would watch that every single time.
Like he at this point of time before The Hidden came out, he's already done 3 Mad Max movies. That was like the big commercial success, though, right? Yes. I believe. And then
right, because once he did Thunderdome, that was like. He was in that with Tina Turner. That was a huge. That wasn't like, hey, here's an Australian movie. Let's try it out here and see if anybody watches it. Yeah, that was like American production company.
And so just imagine if Michael Nori instead got the Lethal Weapon role, and how probably not equal, but like he would be kind of up there with like because he had a very Mel Gibson type of like. Look to him like that rugged sort of, you know, cop guy.
Right, yeah.
And so he probably is like, that's the biggest mistake of my life. Not cheating on my spouses. I don't know if he cheated on his spouses. I don't know. That has to be like, you're right, a big...
What Matt Damon was like, I guess, was offered the role of the main guy from Avatar.
Oh.
And they were like, $10 million and then like 1% of like the overall gross. And he was like, nah, this isn't really. I got a Born Identity thing that I'm doing.
It had to be more than 1%. It's Matt Damon. It's Will.
But it was, yeah.
I mean, it's James Cameron, so you're like, oh, maybe. But
it was something, and it was he was like, yeah, it was like the biggest payday I ever turned down.
So yeah, we could possibly just do a month of like famous actors turn down these roles.
Yeah.
Oh man, but we are coming up to our hour, guys, or we were a little past it. But we want to thank you guys for joining us. If this is the first time you guys are joining us, make sure to check out all of our other months. We got a bunch out there for you. We got things coming from space, things in space. We got
space debris.
Yeah, we got actor specific months. Well, Danny Trejo, Rosario Dawson, Van Damme. Nicolas Cage is probably the biggest guy.
Right. We did a Terry Gilliam director month.
Yeah, we did a Festival de Cannes, which is kind of like in a rough spot right now, just because of some controversy that happened there. I don't know if you saw it, but like the security woman was like being mean to other like actresses that were like people of color.
Oh,
being kind of rude to them. I don't know the specifics. I just saw some of the details. But yeah, we have a bunch there. We definitely have something for you guys there. If you use some hashtags like, I need a hashtag live adaptation of anime month. That's a really long one.
I'm like, hey, we got over 200 episodes.
Yeah,
you go through there and just listen to them.
Knock them all out. Yeah. But we do our reviews in 4 different sections. We have Stream It, DVD, Blu-ray, and the Ultimate Box Collection. Colby, where are you after this one?
I'd probably Blu-ray this. I really enjoyed this. Yeah. I would love to see if there was some
extras,
some bonus scenes.
Right, some deleted scenes, some alternate endings. There has to be an alternate ending for this.
Oh, I could say that.
Yeah, but this movie,
throw part 2 in there.
Oh yeah, just a throwaway in there.
Right.
But no, yeah, this movie, I'm kind of like mad that I haven't seen this earlier.
I also surprised
you more than me
that I have not seen this.
Yeah, because also like McLaughlin was like pretty big back then. Now he kind of just does like not little roles, but like he's not the main focus. He's like supporting actor now.
Right, yeah.
Which is fine, but I always enjoy him. He was also like the captain in How I Met Your Mother.
Yep.
But he's always been like a really fun actor to watch. He's never everything I've ever seen him in, I don't think I've ever seen him sort of dial it in.
Oh, right, yes.
He's always locked in. So
yeah.
Really cool. And yeah, I think it's a fun one to add to your collection if you have a bad movie collection. This is not a bad movie though. All that stuff you're like
underrated.
Yeah, underrated movies. We do it all. Like we want to call ourselves underrated movie podcast, but some of you are gonna be like, no, you guys just talk about bad movies. Another man's trash is another man's. One man's trash is another man's trash.
Yep.
But no, thank you guys for joining us. Make sure to check out our links down below where we have our
Facebook, Twitter, Threads, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Yeah, we're on everything, and we're being more active than we used to. So like us and share, and send us a message. Say hi.
Let us know. But thank you guys for joining us. My name is Barry.
This is Colby.
And this is Who Watches This. If you guys want to check out the theme music, it is Lee Rosevere. It's called Arcade Montage. It's on our album Music Podcast 3, and our Bandcamp is down below.
Thank you.